Anyway, I just wish that they would just come out and fucking just come out, you know, say what they have to say. Right, come on, shake a leg. Bollocks. And it's too fucking hot, that's what it is as well. It's too fucking hot. Manufactured weather. I'm very disappointed. I've been looking at these things since 2008, which is colloquially called chemtrails, and did my research and joined Facebook groups and the whole lot. We were all tracking flights and seeing who was doing it, the commercial flights, the military flights. I don't think they were marked. Looked at the documentaries. What are they spraying? Barium, strontium, lithium, just to dumb us down. What else? It's a whole load of stuff. Anyway, I heard rumour or heard word last year that the I'll have to get because I was going to say it in code. So last year the word was that the what's the colour hats had taken kind of control of it all, you know. But there last week there was these things going across the sky and they were persisting, and I was just getting really upset. I said, well, I wish they'd fucking tell us whether they've taken it over or not, but I kind of doubt it, you know. If they're going ahead with their little you know what at the moment, I can't see what go back. What I mean by the colour white, God, I've said it now, the colour white hats taking it over. In other words, they were going to continue doing it, but they were going to be putting beneficial chemicals on us. That's nice, but I can't really believe it, you know. And I got really upset last week about it all because of the confusion. And I said, would you fucking tell us? I'm just interjecting a few days later after my little rant to do with the weather manipulations, and it's back to normal now, the weather. So the other thought, after saying I'd heard word that the had taken control of it last year, the year before, I'm not sure, and that they were beneficial. Back again. So after the supposedly took over, but I've no way of proving it, and I was a bit frustrated, as you will see in the video. And then my thought was, so yeah, beneficial to the land, heal the land with beneficial versions, or else it is, it's the colour, with their limited resources that they've left, having their last hooray, you know. And I've no doubt, maybe, well, I have no doubt, I mean, there's no way of proving it, that particular day that I'm talking in this video about, with the heat and these unnatural things, there probably was a vote on the CC that day. So anyway, yeah, the other bit of word was that the had limited resources now, and they can't be up to much. I'm just looking at the state. Have I got things all over the place in the background? No, it's all right. It's tight enough. Yeah, so who knows? God only knows. Now, okay, back to the rant. Anyway, today is the proof that it's manufactured at the chemtrail in a way, and they're persisting, and it's unnatural heat Of course, they're going to use it as some excuse for the CC that they're all so keen about, which is a whole lot of bollocks. Really, I'm sorry, it is. And I understand the passion, because I was there in 1981, the age of 15. I must have seen some BBC documentary or something about global warming, and I got really passionate about it, and there was nobody to talk to about it at all. And I said, this should be on the front page of the newspapers, etc. So I understand, but I put that aside. And when Alan, his hockey stick, came on board, I didn't get on board. You could just see through the whole thing. Anyway, there's people out there talking about it, so you can just do your own research. But anyway, don't mind it. It's a whole lot of bollocks, and yeah, don't shit in your own yard. But it's only just for money making, the whole thing, and control. So, and I'm not impressed today because it's too hot. It's too hot and it's manufactured, and I'm not happy about that at all. So, anyway, that was my rant, wasn't it? Now, the other thing that's a possibility, I just thought I'd put it out there. This is me just telling a story, I'm just making up a story. This is all a story, Life is a story. I'm sure you might have heard word, maybe not. It's depending where you're at. Is that the other thing that they have planned is that I don't know really how they're going to get away with it, but anyway, that they have planned a pretend, I've got props here, pretend thing. Oh my God. Right, pretend version. All right, we'll do the other way around. Right, well, pretend version of those. But it's one thing that was said to me more than 25 years ago at a workshop by a very formidable healer. She said, if and when they show up, said, don't go near the first lot. Now, I can't really elaborate on that, but just know when the first, these, if it happens, it may not, mightn't have any bloody money left to do with this. Don't go near the first lot, okay? So, just you go indoors, have a nice cup of tea, whatever tickles your fancy, and yeah. So, and I was just thinking, actually, it made me remember of in Dublin back in the 80s. I think the council put on there was this thing, they were going to do a display with holographic things or something, I don't know. It was going to be a big, huge display up in the nighttime sky, and everybody from Dublin went up the Dublin Mountains. So we're there up the Dublin Mountains, and they didn't get it right, because all we saw was kind of green splodges, and it was meant to be a display of something using holographic technology back in the 80s, and it failed. So I'm sure if they, I'm not just saying, these are real tea cups or tea saucers. Not to say there isn't any real ones at all, good and bad, but like that Dublin display, who knows? Anyway, I don't know if I did that very well. I do like my props though, And I was frustrated, but I understand there's a time and a place. God is in charge. Just an extra thought on that. If they do their little number with these things across the world, remember what was written on the front cover of The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It said, don't panic, right? And go indoors, have a nice cup of tea, and there might be a lot of cups of teas actually, But yeah, I love that quote. Don't panic. I loved Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, the books, and the original BBC TV series. That was great. I loved that. That was much better than the film, by far. What else would I want to say on that? That's it. Just making up stories here. But I'll always remember what Anne said to us back then. We just come out and fucking just come out, you know, say what they have to say. Recording.